Hi guys, welcome back to Disgraceful. I'm your host, Grace O'Malley, here with my sister, Nora O'Malley. Nora, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Right now we're time traveling. Oh, I'm good, thank you. This is so natural and flowing. We have the same laugh. I don't know if we've ever talked about that. Oh, I think we talk about it every week. So anyways, we're here in LA. We're time traveling. So after we shoot the shit for a little bit, you're going to see Grace
Kuhlenschmidt.
Thank you. And in that episode, I have what appears to be third-degree burns. It is probably the worst my sunburn was, and it's really funny. So now I'm so obviously tan, you can't even tell that I was ever sunburnt. But yeah, so if you stick around, you're gonna love that. Grace is so fucking funny, and after having other Grace, there's 3 Graces in New York City, and that is a trio of Graces to watch, all right? The other 2, not me so much. Yeah, we're doing the little personal, I don't know what to call this for right now. I guess the personal, we called them solo episodes, but that's not very fair to you.
This sister time.
Shoot the shit with the sisters.
Good Sister Day.
Good Sister Day. Welcome back to Good Sister Day segment of the podcast, show, whatever the hell we want to call it this week. And we had a jam-packed week. It was jam-packed. Yeah. We started the week off with my second cancellation of a guest, which is unfortunate. But, it is what it is. It's the webs and the flows of how it goes, You're
still saying webs and flows.
I will always say webs and flows. One thing about me, I say things wrong, and I stand by my words, though.
Yeah. You do.
I never switch up.
Yeah, and that's just called loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're so strong.
100%. So yeah, we had a cancellation of a guest, but it's okay. We'll get him on the second half, I suppose. What else happened? Oh, I had my first meeting with an acting coach.
Oh, how did that go? I never actually asked you.
You didn't.
I'm so sorry. Well, because I came home and then we just immediately did the slate.
You really want to touch the microphone, don't you?
I want to touch the microphone so bad, so I'm playing with my fingernails.
She was advised not to touch the microphone anymore.
I can't touch the microphone because you can't hear me when I do it. So now I have to touch something else because I'm a little anxious girl.
At least you have your nails done. I didn't do such a thing.
I did them before I came here, and then I put my shoes on, and now they're all mushy gushy.
Oh well, I'll do my toes and then put socks on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
After you take your shoes off, you have to rip them off your toenails.
Yeah, one by one.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, I did an acting coach, and that was interesting. I sat down with her, and I just immediately off the bat, I was like, I get so embarrassed when I'm acting. I don't know.
I've never done it, so I don't know.
Will you help me run the lines this week?
Yeah, it is hard to act like you're not in a natural setting.
Yeah.
With someone that you know.
It's especially my sister. I'm like, dude, come on, stop laughing.
I feel like it's easier to do it with a stranger, but when you're with your sister, you're like, dude, you don't sound like you're talking to anyone.
Yeah, she was giving it to me raw. She was like, dude, this is ridiculous. So you got to do it again. And I was having some trouble getting those lines down.
Oh my God. I think we did it for 2 hours.
2 hours straight.
Every time we do it, it's 2 hours.
Well, that's the thing,
Yeah, it is just... You were talking to Caroline once, and you were saying...
Caroline Benowitz. Shut up, Caroline Benowitz.
Shut up. And you were like, doing slates with someone is the most tedious thing because they don't get anything out of it.
They don't get anything out of it.
You just take 2 hours of someone's time. I'm not doing anything else. Obviously, I would help. Obviously, it sounds like I hate doing it.
No, I know you do.
I really don't. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to see how many times it takes you to get it. So it's kind of a game in my mind.
That game is not my favorite game. I don't love that game at all. I'm always losing that game.
Because I'll be like, I know my lines.
Well, you're reading it. That's not very fair.
At a certain point of doing it, I know the lines and I don't really look anymore.
Dude. All right, well, you be the actress then. What the hell?
All right, I get your next slate.
Damn. So yeah, I did an acting coach. Clearly didn't work, but we're trying. That's a new avenue I'm trying to work on. I mean, after seeing Jake Shane and Hacks, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here in LA, and we're getting all the people that you wouldn't normally be able to get in New York. We're here. We just came from. Well, we're not going to get there yet. Well, okay.
The week we were in New York, what are we doing? Fun.
Okay, so I did the acting coach, and then I went on Nevermind Pod.
Oh, yes.
And I got to meet Veronica and Kyle, and I've met them like a high and by one time at an event, but this was I call them a podcast in this world is just a mandatory hang. I've been saying that. And it was so awesome getting to know those guys. They fucking rock.
They seem like they're the sweetest people ever.
Dude, it was, and like we wouldn't hang out otherwise, like without that. And then that like solidified that like, oh my God, like we're going to be pals.
That's also like a good way of initially meeting someone that you want to be friends with. Or like them inviting you to the pod and you being like, oh my God, I want to be friends with you guys anyways.
It's essentially a play date.
Or like you get to invite whoever you want to meet onto the podcast. And if they are able to do it, you're like, oh my God, I want just to hang out.
Yeah, right.
That is kind of odd.
It's pretty
awesome.
snazzy.
Yeah.
So I hung out with them. That was fucking awesome. And then we recorded a couple more episodes. I had Hannah on last week.
She rocks.
She fucking rocks. That episode was like the first episode, if I'm being completely transparent, where I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm getting it. I'm back on my shit. All right.
Back up on my bullshit.
Let me talk my shit again. But no, we had Hannah on, so that episode will be out next week. Right after that, it was a glorious day in New York City. It was the first Thursday that it was just so beautiful. And here's the thing. Everybody got out of work and everybody had the same idea. So me and my friend Nini, we were trying to find somewhere to go get a drink outside. Do you know what one place told us? They said, come back at 9:00 p.m. Like, that's not what. Clearly, we're trying to have a drink
crazy.
Outdoors like everybody else. We don't want to come back at 9:00 at night.
That's wild.
Yeah. So we popped around for a long time in the East Village, and then we ended up finding a place, and we were ripping. We went to Schmuck.
Oh, you did?
That place that we've been to. If you're in New York, that place is good.
It's really cool. It has like really fun, cool drinks. They have a strawberry drink that you drink with a spoon.
Oh yeah, it's almost
frozen,
like a daiquiri.
It's a frozen margarita with like whipped cream on it, but you eat it with a spoon instead of drinking it.
Here's the thing about New York, and people talk about it all the time, but the places in New York are named crazy things, and this one is spot on. This place is called Schmuck because the definition of schmuck is like an idiot, and you're an idiot for buying these expensive drinks, but they are so damn good. Okay. And that might make me lose my plug to skip the line because that's what I've got going on right now. But this place is great. It's like a little snack that comes with your drink, or the drink itself is a snack. And the vibe there is like you're hanging out at your buddy's house.
Oh, it's also, no, it's so beautiful. It's really like, it's ideal living room furniture in there. It has very cool chairs. It's all 70s chairs, 70s vibe inside.
Just like this place.
It's my favorite. You know? Love a it's
lovely.
Gorgeous. It's so gorgeous.
And so I stayed out with my buddies till the break of dawn. In between I did a set, and then I met back out with them, and then we were drinking till the break of dawn. And that's always just so happens to be the night that I'm supposed to go home and pack. So I came home at 3:40, packed for a month-long trip, packed only dirty clothes because I knew the Airbnb had a washer and dryer. That's how I've been doing things. And and then I got 2 hours of sleep, and we went to the airport, and I was fucking delusional.
You were being nuts.
I was out of control. I brought Nora into the fucking...
She brought me into the lounge because I'm just a little peasant girl who can't get into the lounge yet.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah.
Okay, peasant. Dude, I didn't start going to the lounge until this year.
I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding.
You gotta rack up the points. Speaking of which, Heather McMahon, she just got 1,000,000 miles.
That's awesome.
For Delta, and they literally do it up like a big to-do.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen also.
We gotta add those pictures because it's literally crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even believe it. Having 1,000,000 miles under your belt just means that you're
also
incredibly successful anyways.
Incredibly successful. That's also nuts. Also, did they get her a cake?
I think they did.
I feel like they got her a cake with like her name or her like Delta number on it.
They did balloons and stuff. It's so crazy.
It is really cool. How many years is 1,000,000 miles? I can't even like put that into my brain.
I don't even know what a mile is.
Because I know I have 4,000 miles from school and being with you.
Sick.
That's it. No, that's like not a lot. No. That's like nothing.
Well, you're racking, you just signed up.
Yeah, I'm just a baby.
You're just a baby.
I'm literally just a baby. I'm literally just a little girl.
And then, before I went, I'm so sorry, I'm all over the place, but before I went out and got glorious drinks on that beautiful serendipitous day, we went and saw a magic show.
bippity boppity motherfucking boo.
Yeah.
Listen to this. We go with Liam. Shout out Aaron. Shout out Dina. We went to
Shout out Liam's sister.
Shout out Katie, you're my cousin. We went and Liam had to scope out a place to do a comedy show. So just so happens they were doing a magic show there as well.
Mm-hmm.
We got there and we weren't expecting what we saw. I was like, I want to get sewn in half, magic style.
Yeah.
And as soon as he came out, he was coming out to like Drake music.
Oh yeah, the music was out of control.
The music
crazy.
made no sense to what we were about to watch.
Like dramatic Hogwarts music remixed with Drizzy Drake. It was out of control.
Crazy. So he comes on stage, he's wearing a leather jacket, and in order to reveal the oversized Usher shirt that he was wearing, he had to get out 16 doves.
16
It would
doves.
be two doves, dove in the hand.
Oh, and don't you dare forget about the parrot he pulled out of his ass.
He literally, as he was taking, I just got chills. He pulled out a giant ass parrot out of the back of his leather jacket. It was crazy.
You can only imagine how electric. There was jumping, there was running around.
It was jumping. It was
fucking electric.
It was so. At one point, he started to try to summon someone's dead grandparent.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like when an illusionist
weird.
can pick your brain and hit at a soft spot where they make you feel like you're talking to the other side. I don't like that. That's where I don't fuck with magic.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't want to go to the show because I hate magic.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think that magicians they rape you of your time. They do. They'll say, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" And you're at a party and you're like, "Oh no, thank you," and they'll do it anyways. Imagine saying no to magic. Yeah, I do. I don't want to see it. The card tricks, dude.
Oh, it pisses me off because I know that there's a way to do it, and I'm trying to figure it out the entire time I'm watching it.
And, so then we set sail to Tampa. And I was on my delusional shit. Then I crashed, of course, on the airplane. But before we left, we dropped off keys for Mama and our sister Molly, who's 11. Mm-hmm. They came and stayed in our place while we were gone, and they did it up.
It's kind of funny. Sorry, Mom. I know you're watching.
Oh.
It's kind of funny. Every time Mom goes to New York, she kind of does the same thing.
No, she doesn't.
She goes to...
Why are you whispering? She can still hear you.
She goes to St. Patrick's like every time.
Yeah, she wants to go see the beautiful cathedral.
Whatever. I love you.
What's your fucking problem?
All right, cut that.
We're not cutting that. You have to take that up with Mom. Now you're in trouble.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, but they go to Times Square every time too.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. Last time Molly was in New York, I told her Times Square was closed. So they had to go to Times Square. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, because I took her on this like grand old tour of the Empire State Building. I got us like a cool like private fucking, not to toot my own horn, but like they asked me if we wanted to come, and I was like, yeah, my little sister Molly would love that. And we were there, and she was miserable. She wanted nothing to do with it. And she was like, where's Times Square from here? And I was like, oh, it's actually closed. So
it's closed.
Yeah, so just enjoy what you have here, please.
She's like, what are those lights that we're passing?
I'm like, oh, they just like ripped up all of the... I said they're doing a lot of construction.
It's all LED under there.
And so, yeah, no, but they ripped it up. They kept giving us updates.
Oh, yeah. Our baby sister used to be obsessed with Stranger Things, and Stranger Things has a play on Broadway. They saw that, and Molly acted like she was at the Oscars.
Oh my God, no, it was perfect.
She was at the Oscars.
It was her first time at the theater.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh, baby.
It was really sweet. And so we were getting those updates while we were in Tampa, because I was doing shows in Tampa, and I had my sister Maggie. Maggie's just turned freshly 18.
Hey,
boys,
don't
she's
get too excited.
All right. And she, so it was her birthday. So her birthday present was to come to Tampa with us. And I felt so bad because I thought we were getting there on Thursday. And I thought it was Thursday to Monday. It ended up just being like, she got there at 8:00 on Friday night. And like, it was like Saturday, Sunday. That was kind of the whole trip. But
yeah, but at least we left on Monday morning. So it was like, she still got to do stuff on Sunday.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Like, we had a good weekend. We had a fun weekend. Want to hear what we did?
It was like a beautiful little bungalow with a pool over the bay. And it was like this tiny little bungalow surrounded by these mega mansions.
Yeah, but it was perfect.
It was perfect.
It was
great.
actually huge inside.
Yeah.
On the outside, it didn't look like it would be big, but it was actually huge. There was 4 bedrooms in a tiny little bungalow home.
Yeah.
But it was lovely.
And we ripped it up. As soon as I got to the green room, at
Yes.
the club in Tampa, there was a little present waiting for me. It was Dunkin' Donuts. They sent me the letter in itself brought me to tears. I'm not going to lie. It was like, we love that you still support us, even though you've left where you come from. You still represent 100%. We see that. We hear you. I'm like, okay, put me in the Dunkings commercial with the boys, please.
I need
Matt and Ben.
M&B.
And they sent so much like cool swag and shit. And then they left donuts. And I don't know why. Dunkin' Donuts headquarters, I know exactly where it is. It's in Milton, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Canton, Massachusetts.
It's right on the way to Gillette. Every time you go to a concert, you pass it.
That's where I wanted to work, actually.
I remember, every time I used to pass it, you were like, I want to work there.
I wanted to work for Dunkin' Donuts Corporate. That's the most Boston fucking
Dunkin'
shit
Donuts Corporate
I've ever fucking said. I was like, yeah, dude, I think it'll be sick. I think I'll have like good marketing. I mean, I would have came up with Dunkings for sure. Like 100%.
You'd have come in with Dunk Queens.
Absolute. I don't know why they found me in Tampa, but it was so amazing. And they left so much cool stuff. They gave me a shirt with my face on it.
Yeah.
And they left donuts. And Nora's like, I wonder if they say your name. I'm like, Nora, they've already given us so much. We open them up. Look at this.
Isn't that crazy?
Can you believe?
Can you believe?
And so that was sick.
That was really cool. And then you did your show.
I did my show. And at the end of the night, I was slipped a note from the host, from one of the girls that was at the show. And the note reads, do you want to go to a shitty crawfish boil tomorrow? They also added, there's a keg. She added her phone number. And in parentheses, my friend Bethany is from Boston. And then another parentheses, we are like 25 to 27. And that's from my girl Kylie. And guess what? We went to the crawfish boil.
We did.
But we waited too long. We were soaking it up in the sun.
Yeah.
And
we had a nice little pool day.
I clearly got a tan because I was wearing so much sunscreen. Thank you. I'll never get burnt again. But when we got to the crawfish boil, I brought them 2 30 racks. Mm-hmm. And I walked in. I made Maggie go first because I knew it was going to be awkward.
Maggie's our little sister.
And Maggie went in there. And everyone was like, who the hell is this? And I was like, hey, guys. And they were like, still like, who the hell is this? And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, so I got a napkin last night and it said to come to this crawfish boil. Are we at the right place?
And then Kylie came up and she was like, what? Things are coming.
We missed the crawfish, which is fine.
So I was in contact with them all day and I was like, we'll end up coming. They sent a picture. They had 2 inflatable blow-up pools that when we got there were fully deflated.
Yeah. But the picture, that was the picture they sent. And we were like, oh, maybe we'll just wait a little longer.
Yeah. So what we didn't realize was it was one of the guys' 27th birthday. And it was just for the immediate friend group. They were just having a seafood boil for the immediate friend group. So there was about 10
tops, maybe.
10 tops people there. So imagine 4 girls that no one knows just pulling up to your guy friend's 27th crawfish boil keg party.
Birthday extravaganza.
With 2 splish splashes that got heavily deflated.
Well, so here's the thing. I named this tour Down for Anything Tour because that is exactly what I'm all about. I'm down for anything. So if someone invites me to a crawfish boil, I might be late, but I'm showing up.
Yeah.
And I showed the fuck up. We took a picture. Hilarious. My friend Steph, who was featuring for the weekend, we'll put the picture in here. She goes, dude, look at me in that picture.
It's so funny.
I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, I look like the fucking
adopted emo cousin
cousin from Slovakia.
Yeah, that no one talks to at a family party. She just sits in the corner.
She goes, I look like I'm one of their dad's hooker wives.
Yeah. She goes, I literally look like I was photoshopped into that picture. And in the picture, she literally does. Because she's wearing full black sunglasses, and everyone else is wearing bathing suits or colorful outfits. And she's awesome.
She's like, it looked like I was just walking around going, you girls have fun now? You're having fun here? Oh, wow, you're so beautiful. Yes, I'm here with Rebecca. She kind of bitch, but things are good. We're having fun. Bama, go Bama Rush, yeah.
Go Bama Rush.
So that was funny. A lot of silly stuff happened at these shows this weekend.
Yeah.
We got the guy asked me what song I wanted to walk out to. Couldn't find my usual song, so I was like, I don't know, what's Nora's favorite song? Freebird. So I said Freebird. Instead, they played Sweet Home Alabama. So that was just not entirely my vibe.
I could see that you knew that it was not the song that you asked for, but you weren't saying anything. You were like, no, yeah. Like full confidence went out to Sweet Home Alabama, a song that you actually hate.
That's gotta be like the least me song there ever was.
I mean, it is kind of your song. We are inbreaded, just like Alabama.
The Irish are inbred people. Is
not our immediate family, I promise.
Well, it's really too close for comfort. You're doing a big old wink.
I did double wink.
Oh, another thing that happened while I was on stage was there was a cockroach.
Oh my God.
On the stage, and I looked at it, and then I looked at it again, and I was like, no, someone's pulling a prank on me. And then I saw it move, and it was literally right as I got on stage. I'm like about to get into my bit, and I go, I didn't know how to get out of it because I didn't want to make it a problem for the club because I like felt bad because we both benefit from all of us being here this weekend, but at the same time, I'm deathly afraid of cockroaches because I have my experience with them when I lived with them for a fucking year in my fucking basement apartment, and I slept with the lights on for a year, and I never slept, and it was awful. And I'm so afraid of them. And so seeing that, I didn't know what to do, and so I was like, and then everyone's like, what is wrong with her? It was so crazy that it looked like it was a planned bit. And I said to like the closest guy near the stage, I go, there's a bug. Any chance you could help me out with this? And he just got up and squashed it.
Yeah.
And I go, that's Florida man 101. He didn't even give a shit.
Right after the show, he was asking you if you wanted to do blow.
Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing. One of the waiters at the venue, he said, we were cleaning up from your shows last night, and we found a bag of blow at one of the tables. I was like, yep, that's my girls. It's kind of how we do things around here. Down for anything, including a man in the front row who fell asleep.
Oh my God, It was awesome.
That's not great promo for my shows.
Really bad.
It's really not the vibe of my shows to fall asleep, but I have to tell you because it was so insane.
He was like old enough to be narcoleptic, though.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you can be narcoleptic at any age, but he seemed like he was tired.
Yeah.
Of life.
He was wearing a Stavros shirt, and I just said, oh, yeah, he's funny. I'm not, right? And
you kept offering to blow him. You go, you fall asleep again, I kiss you, wake you up.
Yeah, I said, if you fall asleep again, I'm gonna kiss you. You're gonna be my sleeping beauty, and I'm gonna be your Prince Charming. And then I asked for consent, of course. I think that'll be the first clip I put out in a while.
Yeah,
because I think it was good enough. I know people want to see these clips. I kind of like it because then you just get surprised when you get there. But you got to put clips out, and I think that'll be a good one for the first one if the venue will give it to me because I did scream roach at the show.
I mean, if not, I have it.
You have it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And now we're in LA, okay? And we're here, we're filming podcasts. I'm going on other people's podcasts. We're doing meetings, and here's the thing. We decided when we got here we were gonna, just do a healthy lifestyle kind of thing because in LA it's a lot more doable. Yeah. And as soon as we landed, we went and got all you can eat Korean barbecue.
Oh,
yeah. You ever put that 2 and 2 together?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. But
keto.
Today we start keto.
Literally the fattiest meats you could ever have.
So we're here in LA, and I'm trying not to drink. I'm trying not to drink while I'm gone for this like month-long stint that we're doing. I think I can do it, but at the same time, I did just have a guest on here, and we said we got to hang out while I'm here. And the only thing you can really do with someone is drink.
That's not true.
What?
You can just get dinner. You don't have to drink at dinner.
Because I was thinking about bowling.
Fuck that. No, I'm not going bowling. Am I invited? I better be.
Of course. What the hell? When do I ever not invite you? Yeah, I know. Even though I don't want to sometimes.
Fucking Christ. Oh my God.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Anything else you'd like to add?
So yeah, LA makes me more productive. I love LA.
And look at it. Every time Nora comes to LA, she's just fucking glowing.
I'm going to move here eventually.
I think eventually you need to move here.
I think I have to move here eventually. Yeah. I really love it here. Also, you can drive here. And I miss driving so much. You can't drive in the city.
Nora has to drive everywhere because I don't have my license.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she did hit a car.
I didn't hit it.
You backed into a car.
I didn't back into the car. The other car was backing. Okay, no. Okay, first off, a truck was stopping to let me. It doesn't matter.
It's honestly boring. I was going to say that, and I didn't want to be mean.
I was backing out, and someone else was backing out, and we touched tips. So, you know what?
It's nothing like crossing swords with cars, you know?
We were sword fighting.
It's just like hanging out with your bros. But also, while we were in Tampa, not only did we get sword fighting with the bros, we also got pulled over.
Oh, yeah, we got pulled over. We got pulled over and did a car crash. You're welcome.
But unfortunately, Nora's the only one who could drive because I'm working on getting my license currently. I got my permit and I lost it.
Yeah, you're screwed. Anyways.
So this is your reminder. This week is time for you to get your real ID. Don't forget and don't fuck up the airport for everybody else because it is going to be a fucking nightmare. So stay prepared or bring your passport. I only have a passport, so that is what I will do.
I'm good. I got my real ID when I got my license, so good luck, guys.
What a fun additive. Let's get into the show, guys.
All right, enjoy.
Coming at you live from a shady Manhattan studio, it's Disgraceful, featuring your gracious ginger host.
Hey, watch yourself. Only I can say that.
Okay, boss, whatever you say, you pay my bills. Give it up for Grace O'Malley.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Disgraceful, the show. I'm here with comedian, content creator, and also a writer for The Daily Show. It is Grace. I'm so sorry.
Kuhlenschmidt.
I knew that.
Thank you. And is it O'Malley?
Amelie.
Amelie.
Yeah, I'm an anomaly. Welcome in.
Dude,
thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry, I should have asked you beforehand how to say your last name.
No, it's okay because even if like someone completely butchers it, like why would I be offended? You know
should
what I mean?
It's your God-given name.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like, do I really care?
And
like
who is
it's
God?
German. I don't know. I don't identify as German. You know what
You
I mean?
don't?
Not really.
Oh, why? They have such a good history.
I know. When I studied their history as a kid, I was like, there's so much that they've done so incredibly intensely. But yeah, I don't, my family was in Germany so long ago.
Yeah.
I'm specifically trying to take myself out of the Holocaust right now. I'm like, no one was there at all.
You were actually on a show, and you were an immigrant of such, and your people had immigrated far, far long ago, but you were still claiming the immigration.
Oh, was it Z-Way
Yes.
show? Oh, fun.
That was really good.
That was my first ever TV job.
No way.
It was like full COVID, so we were like wearing masks on set, and oh my God. It was like one day, I think I was like sitting from like, action to cut. I think it was like maybe 40 minutes.
No shit.
And I left there and I was like, I'm a fucking movie star.
I mean, well,
It's only up from here for me.
well, you're just so damn good that you only need 40 minutes. She's a
what
one
it
and
was.
done.
That's what it was. A lot of people took a few months to do that scene, but for me, it was just 40 minutes.
That's an absolute. Well, we're here with a star.
Thank you for studying my filmography so well.
Oh, yes, of course. I have a follow-up question that is going to really, probably, hopefully crack you up or offend you. I do want to address, I am sunburnt, and I figured I had to get sunburnt to tell the difference between the two Graces, of course.
It was honestly hard for me, looking at you. I kind of was like, is this a mirror? How fucking high am I right now?
I know, dude. And those unwells, they've got like 30, maybe 40 grams in. So you might be high as hell.
100%. I'm on my 16th unwell right now.
Yeah, baby. We just keep getting ultra
I've been shotgunning them, so.
So frat, so lovely.
No, but I will say my introduction to you was because someone thought I was you.
Oh, no shit.
This girl came up to me one time at a restaurant and she was like, are you friends with Brianna? This is like 3 years ago. And I was like, I might be. Who the hell is that? And she looked at me like I was so fucking crazy. And I was like, I'm not sure if I am. Sorry. And she was like, what the fuck? And then I was with my ex at the time who was like, oh, I know who she's talking about. And then like a few weeks later, you and I ran into each other on the street.
Might I say, you're like one of the only people I've ever gone, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I ran across the street and I was, Grace!
You did. I heard my name and then I saw someone just going.
I was like a full-blown sprinting. I was like, I gotta say hi. And then my friends, when I went back, they were like, we thought you were hallucinating because you were yelling
Calling
your own name and then you were running towards someone that looked like you.
That
and we
is so fucking funny.
You lost your mind.
That is so good.
was
But yeah,
funny.
you were like, oh my God, I'm a big fan of yours. And I was like, dude, someone just thought I was you.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about
So
that.
then we kind of, I mean, at that point, we kind of morphed into one.
Yeah, that's another thing we call here in New York City a serendipitous moment.
Completely.
Oh my God.
It happens all the time in the city of dreams.
This city is made for us. Okay, so back on your filmography.
Sure.
I did see that you were a furry of sorts. So did you method act that role?
For Search Party? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that role was really fun because I would have never thought I would get to play like kind of an anime girl.
Yes.
But the thing is, that only really lasted for the first 2 episodes that I was on. And then I guess, I mean, this season came out like 3 years ago. So I'm like, I fully can give spoilers. But I do end up basically becoming a zombie in that show. So at the end of the day, the method acting kind of stopped there. But
Was
something,
that always your dream to play a furry?
yeah, of course. You know, I actually dream so hard of the day I play a normal girl.
Oh my God. They just
It's
don't see
just-
you for what it is.
No, I'm really playing the craziest fucking things ever, always.
Freaking, but you know, as a little girl, I'm sure you had a diary like, one day I will play an anime furry, wonderful woman that turns into a lovely zombie.
Yeah. I played an alien in a movie. Like, I really am like, when is someone just gonna cast me as the straight girl?
The straight woman you are.
Seriously, what? How many dicks do I have to suck to just method act my way into that?
I mean, how many gluck glucks do you have to
For
do?
real. So we'll see. One day I'm positive.
I watched the first episode of Search Party.
Okay.
Season 1,
Yeah.
episode 1.
Yep.
And then I skipped over to what you were on. And
Incredible.
I'm not going to lie to anybody here. I was lost.
Oh, absolutely.
I had lost the plot, and I think the show might have lost the plot as well.
It could have. It could have definitely.
I was trying to see if there was any underlining meanings to everything, but I just had felt like I had smoked weed again for the first time as a child.
Yeah. I think that, to be fair, there are 4 seasons in between the first and the one I was on.
100%. There is so
be
much.
fucking fair,
I
Grace.
couldn't play catch up like a smarty pants
No
that I thought I
way.
was.
No
I thought I was
way.
going to be able to find the bits and clues. I was confused.
Yeah,
I
that
was very
makes a
confused.
lot of sense.
I'm going to go back.
You should watch it because I do think it's like one of the best TV comedies ever.
Yeah.
And I'm actually like not even counting my season. Like before, that was my like top show. So when
Yeah.
I got that job, that really was, I was like, oh my God.
That's really
Because I was then
exciting.
like working with like, you know, some of my favorite actors
Yeah.
too.
100%.
But I don't, you know, I will say actually, I'm watching Severance right now. Are you watching it?
Yes.
Did you finish it?
I didn't finish it.
Okay, no problem because I'm not going to do spoilers.
Thank you so much.
But I will say that
you can spoil it because everyone's talking about it and they'll enjoy
well,
your
I
take.
actually don't even need to spoil it.
Okay.
I don't even need to. I'll let people have their piece. But for now, I started episode 1, season 1.
Okay.
Right? And then I kind of took a break and I was like, I know I need to watch the rest of this. And my girlfriend was like, I really want to watch season 2 together when it comes out in like a month. So you better finish the fucking
Do your
season.
fucking homework, girlfriend.
Yeah, seriously. And then I just didn't. And then season 2 came out and she was like, I have to be honest with you. I need to watch it tonight.
Yes.
So I was like, no problem. I'm going to go on YouTube and watch a 15-minute summary of season 1 of Severance.
And shout out to the people making summaries because I adore you and I need you in my life because
Yes.
for whatever reason I can't sit down and when there is homework to be had, I'm
Yep.
gonna fail the test.
Yeah.
And so thank you for the cheat
It
sheet.
also worked so well for my brain because it really was like, he was like, Heliar and Mercas. Like, it was so fast. And I'll be honest, I'm pretty caught up.
Okay, word.
I started season 2 with, I would say, a pretty high IQ.
A clear mind, clear vision.
Yes, definitely. And I only had to ask a few questions. And now that I finished season 2, I feel smarter than most people in the world.
I would say that's the life hack. You get all your time back, you know, and you're still up with the times.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'll have to do for season 2.
See, you can do that. It makes me feel dumb because I do almost exclusively watch reality TV. And then the one like good show that I watch that like has accolades, I was like, I'm just gonna watch a 15-minute summary. So I'm like, what does this say about me? Something bad for sure.
No, I think it's just you're saving your mind for your craft.
That's what it is.
Right?
That's what it is.
Okay, so I've got to ask, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Was it acting first, or was it the tiki-talkie?
TikTok first. I was living in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
I was doing comedy there.
Chicago rocks.
Chicago is so fun.
As a scene, that was my plan. I was gonna finish college. I was gonna go to Chicago, and then I was gonna move to New York.
And you know what? You said you went to UMass.
Yeah.
A ton of my best friends went to UMass and were
really?
doing comedy there, and then moved to Chicago.
Oh no shit. Okay, so were they doing like improv?
Yeah, we were doing improv like 6 nights a week.
Hell yeah.
For audiences of 12, and 11 of those people were also doing improv that night.
Yeah. So the thing about improv I've found is it's very supportive.
Yes.
Because you have to be because those are the people in the seats.
Yeah, and it was cool because it was like completely non-competitive.
Yeah.
Like there was no part of me that was like, oh, if I fucking kill this show, like, you know, my stardom could start tomorrow.
Yeah, it was just
it
for
was
funsies.
like there's literally no shot. Like
That's
I don't think I ever met an agent or a manager during my 3 years there.
Yeah.
So, anyways, was doing that. Pandemic hit.
Mm-hmm.
I had like maybe had 2,000 followers on Twitter,
Okay.
which felt like a million.
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the way.
I mean, back then, 2,000 is a lot.
oh yeah, for sure.
And you fire tweets.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
fire
yeah.
tweets. They are fucking
And
hilarious.
then like, thank you. And then COVID hit, and my friend was like, you should just start posting videos online.
so
like,
your friend now gets 10%.
Yeah. Well, it's Caleb Heron, so he's doing
he's
fine.
all right. He's gonna be fine.
And he was like, just post videos. So I started posting videos on Twitter, and like the first one I did got like 6,000 likes. So
Do you remember the idea of it?
the first one, it was like some TikTok parody. My name, my my favorite color.
100%, yes.
My name.
And you just point.
Do you have a lover? Yes. And it's
Oh,
just
what
people
a
being
brain
like,
rot time. I
was
do remember
so
yours
dumb.
specifically, actually.
Thank you. It was so, I think that was my first one that did like okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kept going. I feel like I got like maybe 10,000 followers on Twitter, and then had an agent reach out.
Oh, from the Twitter?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then she was like, you need to start posting on TikTok. And I was
the
like,
dirty
no,
talk of it all.
thank you. Like, that's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm actually an adult.
I actually prefer not to dance.
Yeah, exactly.
I shall not be dancing.
I'd be too powerful. And then, of course, I did, and it was like the best decision I ever made.
Well, because nobody knew at the time that you didn't have to dance. That was the
I
thing.
had no fucking clue.
I thought you couldn't even speak words.
Exactly.
And that was the confusing part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it really just kind of came off from there. And then really, like, I feel like things in the pandemic, like, I was so happy during the pandemic, to be totally honest.
Wow.
Like, like I was not working at my shitty restaurant job. I was getting unemployment, which was more money than I would have been getting from my restaurant job.
The word is dope.
Yes.
You were getting dope money.
I really was. Like, I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
All I do is like sit in my apartment
do
in
is
Chicago. My apartment was so cheap in Chicago too.
yeah.
Like I was like,
So you never went home?
No.
Okay.
I never went home.
Gotcha.
And then I moved straight from Chicago in July of 2020 to New York.
Okay.
I moved it. I had friends with an open room, and my lease was up in Chicago. So I just kind of moved and was like, fingers crossed this worked out.
Yeah.
And now I'm literally on Disgraceful with Grace
I'm so
O'Malley.
sorry, dude. Oh,
So
wow.
things are fucking. They took a really nasty turn for me. I've hit
It
rock
sounded
bottom.
like such like an American dream come up story until now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm hoping that I don't know, something will go well for me tomorrow, Grace.
Well, I want to go back to the improv if that's
Yeah,
cool.
please.
Okay, so I don't know much about improv. Do you have to audition,
Yeah.
or do you just like gather up your friends like we should do this?
I mean, like you go through like pretty serious auditions.
Really? Okay.
So that is the part that maybe feels the most competitive.
Did you do the classes?
Yes.
Because you have to do a class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Caleb and I were in like Improv 102 together.
Okay, gotcha.
Like we really were like basically following the same track.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely got a little competitive because I had like close friends who didn't get on an improv group.
Okay.
And to be honest, like that did feel like the worst moment of their entire life at the time.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like so because you work so hard,
Yeah.
and then it's like, well, what the hell? My friends get to go play.
I didn't experience any rejection during my time there, so I can't speak to that.
Nothing but wins. Grace is one thing about Grace. They're gonna win.
I really was like, yeah, I kind of did, like, I had a pretty fun time there.
Hell yeah. Okay.
But, you know, at one point, like, they do SNL auditions there too, but I never even did those there. So.
Okay. But you did do an SNL audition.
Here in New York, correct. Yes.
And did you do characters?
I did characters, yeah.
Did you get it?
So, yeah, they're still deciding. They said give them 10 years. They want to see me mature a little bit, which I think is really awesome.
Yeah, I think by the 5th one, you'll totally get it.
Yeah, definitely. They want me to like be a mom and stuff first. Yeah. They want me to live a full life.
Yeah.
Is what they told
that's
me.
That's why Lauren's so good about that, because he just really wants to see you, you know, like succeed like personally before you succeed in your career.
Yeah.
100%. And succeeding means having a child, of course.
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
It depends where you're from. Well, I mean, you're from the Palisades, right?
Yes.
And
sure
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you so much.
I really mean that. There's no nice. I mean, I seem so disingenuous, but I really mean
it.
It
is like so goofy telling people like, you know, just in meetings, like someone being like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, LA. They're like, oh my God, where in LA? I'm like, the Palisades, and my parents' house burned down, but it's totally fine. For the point of this meeting, it's fine.
No, for the point of that meeting, that's where you really use it to your advantage. Like, and then I will work for a house.
Yeah, and then they're like, we really got to give her this job.
Yeah, use it as a you know.
You're right.
Like
I should start crying.
I mean, to lose it all, you have to get a win from it.
You got it.
You know.
I think it's coming for me.
For sure. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Are your parents all right?
They're doing okay.
Yeah.
Right. It's the craziest thing that has ever happened to me.
I mean, that's insane. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that, or should we just move right along?
If you want to talk about it.
I don't think there's a world where I can talk about that and even seem genuine, even though I am.
Let's move on.
Let's move right the fuck along.
You're like,
moving right along.
Do you have like a Patreon or something? Because I can just do a solo episode in the Disgraceful where I just go, so it was January when my parents' house burned down. And the flames were huge. I was in New York, though.
I think we found your new character for SNL. I'm sorry. Okay, I am going to move on because I am looking for a new co-host. Okay,
fabulous.
I know you do a lot of auditions all the time, but if you care to audition, I'm going to ask you a series of questions and see if you'd be a good fit.
Do you think that I would have to change my name?
I think as long as I stay sunburnt, we'll be all right, I think.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and
I'm willing to shave my head. I'm willing to lose or gain weight as well.
Okay, yeah.
So just whatever you would want me to do for the role, I'm happy to do.
As a Hollywood producer, I prefer that you just be yourself. I'm the nuanced kind.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
never heard that before.
You majored in psychology in college, okay. What is the psychology behind a talk show and a dynamic of both redheads, both named Grace?
The psychology there is really it's anthropology also. It's a little bit sociology.
Oh, for real?
And anatomy too.
Oh, yes.
It's definitely going to come down to, you know, when I was thinking about getting my doctorate, this was something that I was really, really focusing on. How the fuck can two girls be named Grace and have red hair? And everyone was focused on that too. Trump was talking about it. Biden was talking about it.
On both sides even.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this day and age, and we don't want to get political, so, you know, I can't say too much, but it's definitely fucked up and weird.
Yes, 100%.
It makes us both freaks.
I think there needs to be like some very like stern differentiations.
Definitely.
And that's a word that's hard to say for me.
Jesus, that we have different last names.
I think the fucking God above, and for which I don't know.
When we were born and the nurses were like, we got to name these two, we got to at least give them separate last names.
Yeah.
Thank God those nurses. And
storks.
And that nurse was a man.
Yes,
actually,
of course.
But thank God he made that decision.
And I just think, you know, you being gay, I mean straight, would be great. And then me being confused will be really good for this because, you know, we have to have two polar takes. And you'll take Trump every time, of course.
Oh, duh.
And I'm a Kamala head.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Women rock, by the way.
Am I not good at improv? I'm learning.
No, I think you're doing an excellent job.
That's a good question, Grace. Do you think improv has helped you in your career?
I do think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really say why.
That was so yes and of you.
But yes and Grace. I think so because in terms of just like content creation, like, you know, sometimes I get like, oh, fuck, I kind of wish I did more like standard content creation.
Yeah, in
Like,
what sense?
Like you could do a vlog.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like I could do that. It would be a little bit off brand for me.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes I feel like I have to just think of new ideas. And I feel like improv helps with that.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Sometimes it's not often, but there are some videos where I am just like, I have to record something and I just start recording and words come out.
Do you do like the whole, like, because I've heard some people, like, they have like a plan and they like plan when they're going to post. Do you do that?
I try to post Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon.
No shit. Okay, because that's when I've been waiting for the drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every Tuesday we have it on the calendar at home. Tuesday, Thursday. We got a Grace K coming through. Grace O post on Wednesday.
Your sister's like, Grace, wake up. Grace. Here's some vodka. Come on, get the fuck up.
And then I guzzle, I like get demi-drunk, and I laugh my ass off. It's just kind of how it goes.
You're like, that 45-second video was incredible.
Well, some people, some people jack off to get off. I watch your videos to get off.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's
that's
inspiring.
the sweetest thing someone could say is that they don't jack off at my videos.
Well, as a confused young lady. It's like looking in a mirror. I'm confused.
I shouldn't be too hard on you.
My favorite one of your videos as of recent is you did an ad, and I've never seen an ad like that before.
Oh my gosh.
The face washing ad.
That
was incredible.
Innisfree.
And it was free?
That's what the brand is called. Innisfree.
Okay, because I thought you said Innisfree like I did it for free.
No, I did not. Innisfree, a Korean skincare brand that's incredible. Look at my face.
I mean, I could use some Innisfree.
That was a really fun ad.
And I just so I will try to do something like that as an ad, and they'll say no shot in hell.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, it really depends.
Do you mind if we put it in?
Oh, sure.
As a skincare influencer with over 16 million followers, I feel a heavy weight of responsibility. Much like any good parent, the idea of lying to my children would never cross my mind. Lucky for me, Innisfree, the hottest Korean skincare brand, has vitamin C toner pads that are like a mini facial in a swipe. Whether I'm having my first sip of coffee, working out, telling my husband to shut the up, or housing a grape cigarillo, I'm always brightening my skin and fading dark spots. Place the pads sunny side down onto clean skin, say goodbye to dull skin, and hello to a fresh, dewy radiance that feels like it can't be bought. But it can, for only $28. Shop Innisfree's Green Tea Enzyme Vitamin C Brightening Toner Pads now at Sephora.
That ad was fun because I sent them this video, and in the video, I'm smoking a grape cigarillo.
Yes, of course.
And I sent them this video, and I said, by the way, if they aren't happy with the grape cigarillo thing, I totally understand.
I get it.
But I think it's really funny. Mm-hmm. And then the next email was like, hey, Grace, your ad's approved. And I was like, yeah, I really was like kind of shocked, but I was thrilled because to me that is kind of what made the video, was that I was like doing a skincare ad while smoking.
Yes.
I just thought that like really blended together beautifully.
It's a nuanced vibe that none of these clean girly pops could ever understand.
Right, exactly.
And wake up 6 a.m., go to Pilates, you'd never smoke a cigarillo in your day in your life.
I mean, seriously, try it, girls. Mm-hmm. Try it.
Look how happy she is.
I know.
I'm
3
thrilled.
pounds, I'm 7'4". And I'm
Just
fucking glowing. I'm fucking glowing.
I wasn't sure like if I was gonna be able to even find you to hug you when you first came in.
I know.
Because like
you actually broke a few ribs.
I figured because you're
when
a
you
peanut
hugged me.
girl. You're just you're Mr. Peanut. Moving right along. If I gave you the floor to do an open monologue about anything, you have random knowledge on, but no real world value, what would the topic be?
That everything is unhealthy.
But there's no background on that.
No, to me, like it's kind of like, for what reason is the Three Musketeers bad for me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, it's kind of like, I actually don't give a fuck about the discourse between Diet Coke or regular Coke. Like to me, I'm like, those are both good for me.
Yeah.
Those are both helpful and healthy. And they make me stronger.
100%. I mean,
they make me stronger.
Popeye needs spinach, you need Coke.
Yes,
and I need different kind of Coke. Yeah.
And I just think I hate health discourse. I hate what should you eat in a day to be healthier. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. I'm actually happy as a clam. My diet consists of Milky Way, clams, unwell, I have 48 a day, and watching TikTok all day long.
I mean,
I will say the one good thing about not posting, I feel like you might agree with this. The one good thing about not having a serious persona is that it's very hard to interpret hate the same way. So like if I get hate comments on something, I'm kind of like, well, you actually don't understand the video.
you're clearly not getting it.
Like-
and actually, you can move on.
Right.
Yeah.
I literally there was a video I posted, I think like 4 years ago now, where I talk about how people with tattoos are drug addicts, and murderers. And
Which is accurate.
Which is accurate. Honestly, Grace, if I pulled up my TikTok right now, someone would comment, oh, and hope you're having fun without tattoos. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
The opposite side of that is that there really is people saying that verbatim.
I know.
And people can't get it. They get so twisted in what's
I know.
satire and what's real. And that's unfortunate.
But it's like people actually are mean. Like people, I have gotten like pretty rude messages of like, go fucking kill yourself. I love my tattoos. And I'm like, sir, I'm not the one you need to be mad at. Like I promise you that video was so dumb.
See, I think it would be funny to lean into that and just send him a tattoo removal place. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Oh, that's what I should do.
Instead, I block.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna use that. That's good as fuck.
Play into it, just you gotta become the character.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, moving right along. You are really good at tweeting.
Thank you.
You're also fantastic at making those clever videos.
Thanks.
And so, as a co-host, would you be also open to putting in a few hours running our social media account?
No, I wouldn't be willing to.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that because you know what? That would be a waste of your time.
It is so hard for me to. I actually do love the internet. I know a lot of content creators who are like, no, like it actually is my least favorite thing ever. I like it. I have a lot of fun on there.
Yeah.
It's fun having fans. Like someone could say that is like narcissistic. I think it's cool. I think I'm funny. I love that other people think I'm funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great outlet to like get immediate satisfaction.
Yeah. And also like satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
The internet kind of gave me every single dollar I have.
Yeah.
Like in whether it's like actually did or gave me some other route to make money. But like I feel like I have to be grateful for the internet. But it's exhausting.
It is.
You post a lot. You post like you're on it.
I go in and out.
Yeah.
Because as I've started to do stand-up, I've lost not the will, but like the my creativity has gone towards stand-up.
Yeah,
and away from posting
everything.
videos.
Yeah.
And I'll just sometimes I'll just manically post 6 and go off for like a week.
When you're doing social media, live shows, like podcasts, like those things do really start to add up.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is less like the actual hours in a week and more just like I'm wearing a lot of hats.
Yes, yeah.
And it's very hard to concentrate on all 3, which makes it feel impossible to concentrate on one at a time because then I'm worried about the other 2.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like you wanna help you don't help, but you wanna entertain all audiences all at the same time.
Yes.
And it's just it's a little tricky.
When I'm performing the most, I'm posting the least on social media.
That is how
when
I'm
performing, when I'm on social media the most, I'm not doing shows.
Yes, yeah. And where are you at with shows right now? Are you currently?
I'm chilling right now.
Nice.
I'm doing London in a couple weeks that
London?
I'm hyped for.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Oh yeah, I feel fucking mind.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing London.
So we're in London.
Soho Theater.
Oh, it sounds fancier.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I'm pretty hyped.
That's exciting.
Because it's funny, I'm like, okay, you know when you check Instagram analytics and it says where your followers are from?
Yeah.
It says London is my 5th top city.
Wow.
I know. I was kind of like, that's crazy. And then I posted these shows and they sold out really quick. And
Oh, no
I was
way.
like, I guess I just was like, didn't think I had fans in London because I couldn't hear their accent through DM. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really was like, yeah, how would I have known? They're not typing in a different language.
They're not writing color.
Yeah, you're right.
Like if they were to say color, I'd be like, oh yeah, you're British.
The only way I would have known is type how you spell color.
Yeah.
That's the only way I would
You
have
just
known.
reply to every fan.
Yes.
Say, how would you say color?
Exactly.
That is really sick. Okay, so they're your top 5.
Yeah, London is my number 5 city.
They're really dry. I've heard. Like when their stand up over there is pretty dry.
Yeah, for sure.
How would you categorize your stand up?
I
like
don't know.
Storytelling or
yeah, but they're all lies. Like there's very little of my stand up that is true.
Okay, yeah, so we're lying.
Yeah, I'm lying pretty much fully on stage. And I'm never
Oh.
trying to fool anyone into thinking it's true. I'm hoping the audience is smart enough to know it's fake.
Yeah.
But I will say I did do one show in Manhattan where I was telling a story that to me is so, from the beginning, it's a lie. Because my first sentence is, I've been with my husband for 35 years.
So what you need to know as a viewer at home is, as someone from Brooklyn coming to Manhattan to do comedy is exactly the same as someone from Manhattan coming to Brooklyn.
Yep.
They just don't see eye to eye.
No, like it really is different audiences. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, that is funny. And it's not like talked about really of how different it is. Like it's talked amongst other comedians.
Yeah. I actually was thinking this the other day. I know like 4 people who live in Manhattan. Mm-hmm. You now are one of them. Like,
okay.
I literally don't know people who live in Manhattan.
Okay. See, I know a lot of people that live in Brooklyn.
Right.
So maybe I'm just a better person. And maybe I have more range for friendships and love.
I'm suddenly really uncomfortable and kind of feel like ending this podcast.
Okay, so go.
Okay, but I'm taking the unwell with me. This is and these fucking matches.
You know what? Why don't you just light yourself on fire?
I like this shit. Fuck this place.
That would be the perfect end out.
It would be.
It would. We could do that.
It'd
in
be
post.
sad for your crew.
Yeah, I know. Bye. Kind of like never mind.
I knew exactly where you were going. And I dare you to say it, but I know you won't.
So I did a LA Fire charity event.
Yeah.
And I wanted to try this new joke, and I was like, this could go either way. I could lose it all, or just like they have, or I could just try it out. And what I did was I went up there and I said, I was planning a trip to LA during the times of the fires, and I told my friends I couldn't come anymore, of course. But then I was reading all the other texts I had sent them, and the texts, they did not age well, because I was saying things like, this trip out to be lit. This trip, I cannot wait to burn it up on the dance floor. Like, it was like all these things. And it got like a...
Really?
It was like somewhere in between kind of a laugh.
Interesting.
It was funny. I think I have a clip I could put in.
Damn. You know what? There were a ton of LA wildfire relief charity shows.
Yeah.
I got asked to do 0.
Oh, well, that's actually screwed up in Fox.
Isn't that actually kind of weird?
Well, maybe because they think you're hurting.
I guess so, but it wouldn't hurt to offer.
I know. Why don't you just
It's
ask?
a little bizarre, right?
That is crazy.
Yeah, I've been taking notes on who was having those shows, and I thought it was interesting.
Do you ever spend time in LA?
Yeah, but I'll be totally honest. Like, I hate LA.
Okay.
So
I love people who don't rep where they're
the fires
from.
were super interesting to me because I kind of was like, fuck my hometown. The Palisades is stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
you were out there with the other fire starters, right?
yeah. I definitely had a part in it.
She had an oil tank, everything. I saw her. I saw these pictures.
I really was like,
Who'd you pay off to get those pictures offline?
I mean, a lot of money, Grace. But
I figured. She's Ubering here.
but I'm doing just fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with LA.
Yeah.
I think New York, I know it sounds stupid, I think New York is a perfect place.
It
I'm
really
obsessed with everything here. And LA has like some pockets that I love. My brother lives in East LA.
Okay.
I love it over there.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I really am, I go to LA, let's say I'm doing 2 podcasts and 1 meeting in a day. I am seriously driving around town from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I mean, I know it's like oversaid, but I can't do it.
Like they need to do something.
They need to.
They need to do something because
Yes.
you shouldn't have to be driving all the
No, I
time.
shouldn't.
Because a young actress like herself,
I should
driving
be in the
all
back
the
seat
time.
of a black car. Let's be honest.
And honey, I don't have my license.
Wait, do you really not?
I used to.
Grace.
Yes. Well, I just got my permit.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Do you know how humbling it is to go to the DMV at a 26-year of age and say,
I
one
can
permit, please?
Only imagine.
And they say, take the test. And I said, oh, well, I didn't study. And they said, well, try your best.
Okay, but you did it.
Oh, well, I passed flying colors because I'm a genius.
Dude, what kind of questions were on there?
What is this sign? Stop
Shut
sign.
the fuck up.
I felt like I was doing like little blocks again, make them
Yes.
go pushing.
Oh my God.
I felt like Little Einsteins. You ever watch that? Little Einsteins.
Little Einstein. Is that the song or something?
What was it called? The Einsteins and well, it was just actually it's a great thing to watch. I think if you're on shrooms now that I think about it.
I love shrooms.
My mom used to put it on, so I would get all like shut up, my age Bluey, I guess. And we were talking about Bluey before this. I
Yeah,
don't know
Blue
why.
is just an amazing show.
No.
Grace and I are both auditioning right now for
Yeah,
it.
I think I have. I tried to do a cartoon voice recently. You
Okay.
ever do like voiceover acting?
Yeah.
Have you ever nailed one?
I did one movie that I play an animated character in.
No shit.
It's so good. There's a lot of cool people in it, like Cola Scola, Sarah Squirm.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it's fun as
wow.
fuck. And it was a 1-day gig. Like maybe I was in the booth for 2 days. It might have been like the most creatively fulfilling job I've ever had.
No shit.
It was so fun.
Oh, that's awesome. Would you do more?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Hell
I
yeah.
feel like that would be a pretty ideal route for me.
It really. I mean, because it is. It's like you get to be creative. You get to be heard.
Yep.
But it's in and it's out.
Also, like one of my favorite things about acting is getting to try things,
Yeah.
like do the same scene but like try it differently, like just kind of expanding. And when you're doing voiceover, so you don't have to worry about like the camera setups or anything like that, like you could do one line 10 times if you wanted.
Yeah.
And that is like so fun. I feel like you learn things about yourself when you're doing it.
Yeah.
That I loved.
I just did like a voiceover audition, and I was like, I want to run that back a different time, a
Yes.
different way. I think that'd be
I
fun.
know. Voiceover auditions are hard because you can go so many different ways
Yeah.
with it that it's almost like, is this right?
By like the end of it, I was like, all right, that's doing way too much.
Yeah,
And I'm like, let's
yeah.
just bring it back to one.
Yep.
It is funny. All this, I'm learning about Hollywood, and it's very, very fun.
I mean, it's a crazy place, dude.
I mean, I really only have the show to network. So if you have any like pilots or anything,
Absolutely.
you're working on, I would love to
I'll get you written
jump
in
right
there.
in. Do you like to write though?
Yeah, I do.
You do.
I wrote like a pilot, pitched it, didn't get bought anywhere. Wrote another pilot, pitched it, didn't get bought.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so now I'm working on a movie.
Okay.
We'll see what happens there.
Rock on.
Yeah.
And you keep that to yourself until it's time to pitch. Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
I have a writing partner that I work pretty close with.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And she's cool as fuck. She's actually like a writer. She would rather like jump in front of a truck than be on camera.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So her name is Jess Dweck. She's like a truly amazing writer. We have a very cool relationship because I think we are statistically polar opposite people.
Oh, that's good.
And it is like
That's
just
what you
a
need.
very fun relationship.
Oh, I love
her.
that. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. Shout out, Jess.
Shout out Jess.
Hey,
Couldn't do it without you, girl.
You got any more shout outs you would like to give out?
Mom, Dad, my
Fuck your
agents and
brother.
managers.
Fuck your brother.
Yeah, fuck you, Jack.
Fuck your girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend. What the fuck ever. I'm in love with you. Get the hell out of here.
This segment, it's called In the Green Room. This is where people are gonna get to know you a little bit better.
Right.
All right. This is like it's like intimate.
Finally.
It's like chatting, shooting the shit.
Perfect.
Amy Poehler has a great new show called Good Hang. Wish I thought of that.
So funny.
So here we go. You said you love being gay and think it's hilarious. What's the funniest thing about being gay?
Where the hell did I say that?
You said it.
Okay, what's the question? What's my favorite thing about being gay?
No. What's the funniest thing about being gay?
Oh, I think the funniest thing about being gay for me as like a white cis lesbian is that like in theory, I'm a minority. I so infrequently feel that way.
One more time into the camera. People are gonna love that.
I don't feel like a minority at all. I feel privilege every second. I really am like it catches me off guard when homophobia hits me.
Oh yeah.
Like I really like a few years ago I was like walking down the street holding hands with my ex and like some dude made a really fucking weird comment and I remember being like, what? and then like holding her hand and being like, oh,
we were being gay.
like this. Oh, we'll quit. Don't worry. Like I was so confused. And like, oh my God, I really forgot this is a bad thing to people.
Oh, that is wild. Like to get hit with like a random homophobic yellow. That's crazy.
And it really just reminded me like, oh my God, like I actually can't, I know it's obvious. Like literally like with the election, it became so transparent too of like, oh my God, like people actually don't give a fuck about gay people in this world as well as many things. But I really was like, oh my God, I actually can't believe people are so dumb.
Yeah, it's so, you're fucking stupid.
It is so unbelievably unharmful for me and my girlfriend to just like,
exist. Oh, sorry, I'm fucking pal.
I really am like, I don't know who is not harming me.
That's crazy. I'm sorry for your troubles.
Oh, thank you so much, Grace. Yeah, you've said some pretty ugly slurs to me when I walked in.
Yeah, the F.
Yeah, you said the F word. You called me dyke.
D, yes. And I'll say it again. Okay, let's move on.
Sure.
We've talked about your dream. You've talked about your dream being a writer and an actor, especially for queer media roles. Who is your favorite straight person that has been cast in a gay role?
That is actually an amazing question.
Okay.
Wait, I have to think about it. Oh, so easy to me, actually. I'm going to get hate for this. I've gotten hate for this in the past when I've brought this movie up on a different podcast. Blue is the Warmest Color is a lesbian movie. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's so crazy sexy.
Okay.
Ew, I hate what I just said,
It's
by the
so
way.
crazy sexy, for real.
It's directed by a man, and there is like, a lot of conflict about that movie and the way it was directed and whatever. I'm not talking about that. The lead actress in it, actually both of them, are so crazy hot. I'm hating everything I'm saying right now.
Okay, and we can just
By the way, I'm like, this girl is so fucking hot. You guys gotta fucking look at her face.
So we got a dope bitch, a fucking weirdo director. We got like two dope bitches that
I'm sounding fully just like anti-feminist. But I watched.
It's me.
Here's the
People
thing is,
think I'm not a feminist.
Well, that's
But
bullshit.
honey,
You're having
it's
me on.
crazy.
Here's the thing is like, there are a lot of movies that I watched like right when I came out where I would watch it and be like, oh my God, this actress is amazing playing this lesbian. And then I look her up and she has a boyfriend.
Yes,
and it really would like bum me out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I just watched a like, I don't know what that means now.
You know what you did? You fooled me.
You fooled me. And I'm not
and you
like,
fooled me twice.
I don't know how I feel about like, straight actors shouldn't play gay. I don't really know how I feel. The one thing I will say is that girl specifically in the Blue is the Warmest Color, she did make me gayer in a way that was helpful for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and so
what I'll
now
say.
you only target straight women? Is that what that was?
No, it's not. I've never dated a straight girl.
Moving right along. So you came up in Chicago's comedy scene, performing on the side while you did your day job. Now you're on The Daily Show. How long did it take before you looked around and thought, oh shit, I did something?
I'll be honest, like, I think before I even made any money doing comedy, I kind of was like, I made it.
Yeah.
Like, I had so much fun just getting likes online. Mm-hmm. That what felt like really rewarding to me. Like, getting nice comments is really cool.
Yeah.
That'll never go. I hope that I never get to a point where that doesn't still make me happy.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Where people are like, God, this is so funny or so creative. I'm like, that is so cool.
Like, thank you so much.
That's what I was hoping for.
It's like a fucking gold sticker on your paper.
Totally.
It feels so good.
Completely.
But do the bad ones hone in a little bit more for you at all? You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders about it.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying to you earlier, like I really do think that like my hate comments are pretty stupid most of the time. Like I think they don't understand.
They're like
the video.
actually stupid people.
Yeah, I
that,
genuinely do
dumb.
think they are stupid people. Truly,
That's fine.
So until someone I respect were to like make fun of me or something, I'm kind of chilling.
And that hasn't happened.
Not to my face.
Okay.
You never know what's happening behind the scenes.
Oh my God, behind your back. That's why your ears ring. Someone's
Yes.
talking about you.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Oh.
Like, it's constant.
When you kind of that's so Raven. What? Yeah, that's what that is.
Okay, moving right along. Yeah. Okay. In this late night game show,
'Kay.
all right, we're going to play a game show. We pull from the
Fuck yeah.
fishbowl of cards, and it's going to prompt a story. And the
'Kay.
twist is you can tell a true story, a slightly fabricated story, or just a completely made up story.
Oh, I love it.
All right, and this is the improv of it all.
Great. Dumbest thing I spent a ridiculous amount of money on. Horseback riding lessons.
Okay.
I took them for like the last year I've been taking them in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And it is unbelievably expensive.
So I'm going to go with slightly fabricated.
Okay.
I think you have been taking horseback riding lessons for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely not in Manhattan because you would never come over here.
Damn it, that was my giveaway. I've never been on a horse.
Okay, so it's all fake.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. That was really
But
good.
I'm glad I fooled you a little bit.
You fooled me like a tiny bit. I don't know if you got like one of them like Brokeback Mountain rolls or something.
Oh my God, I wish.
Worst thing I've ever done in someone else's house. I was at a house party. The owner of the house was such a clown asshole guy. And so I upper deckered his toilet.
That means you poop in the back part? Mm-hmm. I think it's fully true.
And that's what I give off because it's fake.
You're like,
I give the
what
vibe
the
that I would totally
fuck does
upper
that say about me? It sounds almost difficult.
It almost sounds
To be completely transparent, like, I really need to sit. I need to be comfy on a toilet to poop.
yeah, but no, the way you're describing it, I kind of feel like that would feel nice if like all the stuff wasn't in there. I feel like it would be like nice to have my feet somewhere.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that.
To kind of poop like this.
Yeah, it's like that'd be kind of nice.
Do I pick another,
Yes,
or do we
please.
do just one? How many rounds?
We're gonna go 2 rounds.
Have you ever lied to get into a club or a bar? What was the lie? I mean, haven't we all? I mean, what do you think I was doing at 7 years old?
I mean, come
I was
on
fucking
now.
saying I was 27. I mean, yeah, I lied about my age always.
Yeah, I mean, duh. That was
wait.
a silly one. Go for another one.
Oh, okay. Tell a story about a time where you committed to a lie you couldn't get out of. I have a scar on this finger right here. And when I was a kid,
Faint.
it's very
faint
faint.
scar.
It's very faint, but it's there.
It's there.
If you look at it too hard, it hurts.
Oh, the trauma.
When I was a kid, I told people that I think I was born with this scar. I have no memory of something happening. I told when I was a kid, like for years, I was telling people my brother gave me this scar. He scratched me with an action figure. And I was telling this lie like so often that it almost became real to me. But then, of course, I stopped lying because I wasn't like a kid anymore.
Yeah.
And then one time in high school, like a friend was like, oh, didn't you get that scar from your brother scratching with an action figure? And I was like, who the fuck told you that? And I was like, well,
The lie will
I
always bite
lied
you in
to
the
you.
ass.
So
Wait, that's true.
yeah, it's 100%.
That's really funny.
For sure true.
And then for that to come back, because a lie will always bite you in the ass.
I know.
And like, hey, like you're probably surrounded by a bunch of people like,
Yeah.
so I'm a big fat liar.
Yeah.
I can't come out of this.
Yeah, or just flip it on them. Your fault for fucking believing me.
Yeah, you're so
It was
dumb.
very obviously a lie.
Like, what are you, an idiot? We were children. You're so dumb. Oh, that's good. That is really good. Worst way I've reacted to bad news. It's hard to think because, I never like to think in a negative way.
I have felt really inspired by your positivity on
Thank
this.
you so much. I radiate heat and good vibes.
Yep.
The clips from the show are gonna be like, why the fuck is she burned? Like, is everything okay? So take this with a grain of salt because I was a kid. The ice cream truck guy, he said he was out of those little push puppy ones. And so I tried to take a rock and I tried to flatten his tires so he couldn't go about his day.
Oh my God. I want to say that's a lie.
And it is.
Yes! I was going to be like, unfortunately, you were a psychopath when you were a kid.
Like,
Do
yeah.
you murder animals now?
Yeah,
That's dark.
That would be kind of
Because
crazy.
at the end of the day, I knew that was a lie because there is no one kids respect more than the ice cream truck man.
Yeah, no, truly.
Even God is below the ice cream truck man
And everybody knows
in terms
that.
of divinity.
But does God even have a fun little jingle
Hell fucking no,
that
he
you can
doesn't.
hear from a distance that
Hell
only the
no.
child can hear
No
first?
way.
It's like the bells in Polar Express. Only the
Exactly.
child can hear. Oh, I love the ice cream man, unless
Me
he's doing
too.
bad stuff.
I used to sprint.
That's the only time I ran.
Same.
Like literally, I'm like, Ma!
My dad put his wallet in the same spot every day as a kid. I didn't need to get his
$3.
permission. I was fucking, this is mine. Let's go.
Well, you know what's crazy is my parents would actually never really, it was like very rare for us to be able to do ice cream truck. But what I would do is I'd be like, I hear the faint sound. That means we have 3 minutes, 20 seconds. I can gather up enough change. Nora, check onto the couch.
Yep.
And it would like turn into like an operation.
Yep.
And we'd probably end up sharing. And I was like a little asshole, so I probably got the whole thing. My apologies, Nora. But yeah, we would gather.
Sorry, Nora.
We would gather change.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Jehovah Witness comes to the door. We're slamming it in the face.
Yeah, they're fucking done for.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. You're gonna try to convert me. The only thing I'm converted
looking
to
for ice cream.
is an ice cream sandwich. Well, thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
Now, I have a question for you that I've been dying to know myself, and I think many listeners have as well.
Jesus Christ, what is it?
In your videos, you constantly refer to your boyfriend of many years. What's his name, and do you want the listeners to know what he looks like, or is it up to our imagination?
That's a fun question. I wonder if people think like he's actually a recurring character. To me, it's a new boyfriend every fucking time.
That's how I saw it.
Okay,
that's
thank
how I
you.
envision it as well.
I appreciate that.
Because this character, she's a slut.
Yep.
She is.
It's not even
in a
slut.
positive way.
It might be cannot keep a man.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It might be that.
And she's out of this world.
Yeah.
She's out of
and
this
I'm
world.
living like such completely different lives in a lot of these videos. That I'm like, I'm not the same person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. He's fucking smoking hot. That's what I'll tell you.
That's all you need to know, and keep that to your imagination. We have another segment, if you will.
I would love to.
For this segment, we asked the live studio audience. Yes, listeners at home.
Is this 1,000 people in here, dude?
30, maybe
This audience is
40,000
incredible.
people. This is an arena, show. We wanted them to submit their disgraceful moments and see how you react, see if it's disgraceful or not.
Oh my God, I love it.
All right, so this one is my ex jerked off to me, spilling my feelings to him in a car and finished on my arm. I'm teetering.
I'm so fearful.
That is straight love.
So wait, say the last sentence.
And finished on my arm.
So she's like,
She's telling her feelings, spilling them in a car.
at what point did he say, can I start jacking off? I mean, that's incredible. Truly, like,
If anything, that's intimate.
that is so fucked up.
Yeah, wow.
Honestly, and this says my ex, right?
My ex, yeah.
Phew.
Yeah, well, good riddance.
Jesus.
Jerk off. I don't know if that's like kink shaming or...
I mean, for sure.
I mean...
You know what? Like, maybe there's something... You know what? I'm going to put the power back in her arms, though.
Well, she already has a lot on her arms.
Yeah. Besides the cum on her arms, I'm going to put the power there as well. Because... That's so good. Because... How like embarrassing for him that like that's getting him off.
Yeah.
Like to me, I'm kind of like, yeah, girl, you fucking have him wrapped around your finger.
He just loves nagging.
I mean, Jesus.
All right, moving on. This one is dislocated my knee at sorority form, Mom. That's what you got.
I mean, to me, I don't know. Were you in frat life?
Okay, that was rude. No.
I asked that earnestly because I think it could be cool.
Yes.
Some of my best friends.
Oh, the three that live in Manhattan?
We're tri-deltas at University of Michigan.
Okay, come on.
You know what that is? Is like, that's disgraceful for a sorority.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. that's like mind-blowing
yeah,
for
because
them.
that's like, oh no, like I've embarrassed myself.
Yes.
If your sorority thinks down on you for injuring yourself, fuck that sorority.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with everybody in a sorority doesn't want to break a bone because how they'll get kicked out.
Completely.
Yeah. Sticks and stones. But those bones, you
Right.
can't break them.
Hell
you
no.
You cannot break them.
No.
Throwing up in my purse at a work event. That sounds polite.
That I love.
I love that a lot.
I love that one.
Like, oh, well, just 1 second.
That is so good.
That is really good.
I one time threw up at the gate of the airport of the plane I was getting on, like genuinely in front of every single person on the plane.
Okay. Anyone you work with though?
No. This was many years ago, but I just like, I threw up. Every single person looking at me. Look up, see all of them. One person said, "Are you okay?"
Oh.
I was still really drunk.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like,
can't wait to fly this plane, am I right?
but to me, you know, when you're fucked up, I'm assuming this person is fucked up and not just sick.
If they are sick, they're working her like a dog.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Go home. But you know what I mean? When you're fucked up, sometimes throwing up is the best thing you could ever do for yourself.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You know? I've also had the whole plane throwing up in front of everybody about to get onto the plane as well.
Yeah.
And I was worried because it was during COVID times.
Oh.
And I was worried they weren't going to let me on. But I was like, I was just hungover.
Yeah, you're like, it's not a symptom of flu.
I'm like, oh, we got to fly because I'm not flu. No worries.
You're like, I can still taste. I just had McDonald's.
Yeah, so good. This one, K-Hold at a rave while dancing, fell on the floor and got a black eye.
Well, that's what happens when you do ketamine.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. I mean, that feels so incredibly normal to me.
I mean, a lot of these are just a Tuesday for me personally.
Totally.
But yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I say, you know, you got what you asked for there.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
Uh-huh.
You go in a
It's a
K-hole, you're going to get a black
tranquilizer.
hole.
Yeah.
And a black eye. Caught hooking up with a security guard from work at Christmas party by my boss in the wine cellar. Very, very descriptive, except it's spelled Christmas Xmas.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and my mother would say, keep the Christ in Christmas.
Oh,
you know?
I see,
Yes.
I see. I'll start doing that this year. Don't worry. Let your mom know.
Yeah, she will be very pumped.
Yeah. To me, I mean, completely epic until the boss comes in.
Yeah,
But
so
can your boss get mad at that?
I think the best play you could do if a boss comes in while you're making out with another coworker is just wink. You just wink at the boss, insinuating you are next. And that's what I would do if I had confidence or ever got it.
Yeah. You just look at your boss. I have time in 5 minutes.
All right, bye.
Incredible.
Okay, and this last one, farting in my silent 6th grade math class while myself got up to get food.
You know what? Everybody farts.
Everybody farts. And Dochi actually just said that I fart. I fart and I'm going to fart because I'm a grown woman and I'm going to fart. And yes, I'm going to fart.
That's like actually the most powerful thing that someone like Dochi could say.
Literally.
That's unbelievable.
You're taking the world by the balls.
Here's the thing is like, yeah, that class is going to remember. I still remember when Jeremiah peed his pants on the rug in 2nd grade. But do I think any less of him? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No, I think that our class was a prison.
Yeah. And
Why couldn't he get up?
Why couldn't he get up?
Something was holding him back there.
Yeah.
Farting sucks, you know, dude, but, you know, I farted in a personal trainer's face.
Oh.
So,
That'll do.
I mean, I would have rather farted in front of my 5th grade class than that.
Yeah, I think because that's more intimate.
Uh-huh.
And but the personal trainers of it all, I think he probably said, "Oh, it happens all the time."
He did say that. He did say that. It didn't really change much for me. I was doing sit-ups and he was holding my feet down.
Oh, he was
so
right at a crotch
genuinely,
angle.
he was like maybe 18 inches from my butthole.
And that's where you get a good old sniff in.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean,
I try to do the whole personal trainer thing. I ghosted him after one
course.
sitting.
Very easy.
I did a pre-workout like a frat boy.
Yep.
I also took an Adderall and I was
Oh my
about to
God.
pass out by doing the football.
Why'd you do
thing.
Adderall?
Because I do. I just do
Oh,
Adderall.
you take
I
Adderall.
just take Adderall.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
But I think
different.
I upped my dosage because I didn't feel like going to the gym.
Yeah.
I go, excuse me, I'm going to faint. And I left. I just left. I never came back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing with pre-workout is like I feel the same way about Celsius kind of too. Is like the caffeine level is so high that it's almost a good thing to take before going to the gym because it makes you go. Because there have been times I've taken a pre-workout or had a Celsius when I'm not planning on going to the gym and I end up, my brain turns so dark because it's hyperventilating that I'm like, I would actually almost rather be on the elliptical than laying in my bed paralyzed shaking.
I get that. I understand that tenfold, actually.
But, you know, personal trainers are the easiest person in the world to ghost. No shame in it.
Yeah, no shame.
No.
I'm just, you won't be seeing me, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all done. Crunch Fitness, yeah, still paying for it.
Yeah, of course.
This was 3 years ago.
Of course.
I can't show face. I can't get myself to go back in there.
You need to call and just say you moved.
Yeah, they still won't do that.
What the fuck?
The gyms are a little crazy like that.
They are pretty crazy like that. Yeah.
And I at the time I thought I had it, and I just still,
What's the monthly?
like 110. Yeah, I just can't get myself to show face there again.
Grace.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, that's my electric bill additive.
Yep.
I just think of it like that.
Yep. We need to fake a death for you. We need you out of that contract.
I know, right?
We need you out bad.
I need out. I need out. We're going to end on this bad boy. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you read your own tweets.
Okay.
And explain yourself. Okay, so here we go. We'll start at the bottom right there.
Okay. Imagine if lesbians fanned over male pop stars the way gay men fan over female pop stars. Like if my dream was for Shawn Mendes and Adam Levine to make a song together. It's a really good point there.
That's a good point.
It's a really good point. Now, here's what I'll say is, if today in 2025, the world's so dark that if Shawn Mendes and Adam Levine came out with a song together, I actually might be excited right now.
Not gonna lie.
That's where the world's gone.
Mm-hmm.
That is
It's
where the
gone
world has
dark
gone.
and bleak.
Yep.
Bleak is the word.
Yep. But it is interesting. I'm always thinking of such interesting things.
Yeah, I mean, that brain is a playground.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Are there more?
Moving right along.
Okay. All right. Proud to be Olivia Rodrigo's only fan who has done hard drugs.
Hey,
Yeah.
that makes two.
Hey! I think she appreciates us. I think she does. And someone had to do it.
Yeah, I mean, as the elder of the group,
Yep.
I do believe that we should start mosh pitting also at the concerts. Because one thing Miss Olivia is missing is an mosh pit. A big zero in the middle where everyone's going ape shit.
Have you seen her live?
And I can't say I have.
I saw her in Boston.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
You guys don't know, like, driver's license live.
Oh, wow.
Just the piano at the beginning. Oh my God.
I mean, that song's going to make you feel like the homecoming princess.
Absolutely.
It really
Absolutely.
is. For real.
In that moment, by the way, like I wasn't the oldest person in the room. Sure, on paper I was.
Okay, yeah.
But when that song played, I thought we're all 12.
I mean,
We're all
girls,
12.
I know we're all going through AP test in the morning. We're going to be getting through
I'm
this.
looking around. We're all in the closet struggling. Let's
Right,
sing it, girls. Teaching my grandpa how to fuck again is something I'll never forget.
But he will.
Here's the thing, is when you don't have grandparents, I don't. The world of grandparent jokes is endless.
That is good.
I make a lot of grandparent jokes because I don't have any.
So you ever once had any?
I had one grandma growing up.
Okay.
She was mean.
Oh.
She was a little bit, she had a hard life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was like a grocery store clerk and she was just like, I think didn't give a single fuck.
Yeah.
And I still love her.
Yeah.
But she,
From a distance.
Actually, some of the best times in my life, eating frozen and then heat it up, obviously. Mini corn dogs.
Oh,
and
wow.
watching.
But she got discounted.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
And watching Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Oh, she wanted to move, Dad.
I mean, that was just
wow.
some of the best times of my life. But yeah, she died when I was still also really young.
Okay.
So it's just kind of fair game for me.
It's always a great excuse because you don't feel bad.
And I don't feel bad either because a lot of people get money from their grandparents.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have cool ass grandparents. I don't have any of that. So if I get to make jokes about my grandparents anytime I fucking want.
And straight up.
That's what I get.
That's respect.
That's what I get.
Oh my God. And you know what? You know what it is? Take a look around in Hollywood. How many people still got their grandparents kicking? Not many.
Right.
I think it's the key to success. You have to kill off your you have to kill off your grandparents.
Exactly.
To become successful.
You can only have 2 generations here.
I mean, Showtime and HBO couldn't have done that with 4 grandparents.
no way. Nuh-uh.
No shot in hell, baby.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
I get you. I get it. Listen, I had one great grandmother. She was the greatest, not the great grandmother, but she was the greatest. I'm not gonna lie, she passed away and my career took off. I'm not gonna lie. Not
Guys,
gonna lie.
the
I'm not gonna
proof
lie.
is in the pudding.
Not gonna lie.
That's
Yeah.
how it goes.
And so I don't believe in God anymore. I believe in my grandma.
See?
And I've been saying that.
Yep. That's genius.
I think this is a beautiful way to end.
Grace, thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on. I'm sorry it was so weird.
Oh, God.
Yeah, all right. That's the
Glad
way
we
it goes.
did that. This was fun. I think you're so funny.
I think you're
Thanks
fucking
for having
hilarious.
me.
And as I told you beforehand, me and my sister wait every time you gotta drop new video.
Love you, Nora.
So tell them when they drop.
My
And
videos Tuesdays, Thursdays, sometimes.
Anything you would like to promote?
Follow me at G Kuhlenschmidt. That's it.
All right. Fuck it. Dude, thank you.